Dzień dobry, cześć, witajcie moi kochani, bardzo serdecznie. W kolejnym odcinku zagrajmy w Starfield. Najlepsi z najlepszych dla karmazynowej floty. Gdzie musimy polecieć? Do Kryks. Na klucz. Wykonaj skok. Czyste dokowanie. Dzięki za info, mordo. Doceniam.
Need something? 𝘂𝘂 will never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us.
All right, Jazz. What do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jemison. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is 𝗏𝘂𝗶𝗹𝗱𝗏. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
She would be wise to do the same.
Spodziewasz się jakichś problemów?
You're in the fleet. You should always expect trouble. As far as Juan goes, even though she's one of our newer contacts, you shouldn't have any problems dealing with her. I sure hope so, because she might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
Potrzebuję tylko głównego modułu logicznego protokołu. Prototypu, przepraszam.
Interesting. Well, don't take any chances.
Nave is right. Just grab everything labeled comm spike that isn't nailed down.
Oh, and one more thing. SY920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it.
Mam.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so, in the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Okay, you'll make sure. More like get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay. Hit me up if you got questions.
Okej. Nowa Antarktyda. My tam byliśmy niedawno. Alpha Centauri. Jemison. Dzielnica mieszkalna, podejrzewam.
The bright lights and reflections are almost enough to make you forget about those living down in the well.
Jasne.
spacesuit. Hey there.
Rozmawiaj z Andreą. Andrea! Where are you, Andrea? Andrea! Okej. Andrea? No, zgubiłem ją. Może właśnie o tym chciała porozmawiać, że cały czas ją gubię. Nie wiem. Pewnie już tu jest, co? No jesteś tu.
I have been thinking about what we talked about before. The idea of purpose in one's life. You agreed with me that true purpose can be a driving force in life. I found that comforting. But something has been nagging at me since. I have been single-minded in my pursuits. I have always believed the decisions I made were necessary, that there was no other option. I have sacrificed much to be where I am now. And I'm starting to wonder if it has been worth it.
Wątpliwości są w porządku, ważne, żeby nie dać się im sparaliżować.
Doubts have never been something I would consider. I have told you that I am not one to discuss my past. And yet,
Nie będę mieć ci za złe tego, co zrobiłaś.
no, that is not what I am trying to say. I promised to provide for my family. That meant working with smugglers to procure supplies we could not acquire any other way. I have spent my adult life away from my home, jumping from one planet to the next, living in dangerous conditions, often surrounded by violence.
Odbiło się to na tobie.
It certainly influenced the way I see the universe. I was convinced from the beginning that it was unwise to let anyone get too close. I had maybe not quite friends, but people I cared about. Yet there was always a distance I could not reach across. I often find other people complicated and confusing. It seemed easier to not become attached, especially when circumstances meant I might never see them again, with no warning.
Jesteśmy istotami społecznymi, życie jest lepsze wśród innych.
Until now, I have disagreed strongly with that idea. But therein lies my concern. What I am trying to say is that I now wonder whether it has been the right decision to distance myself from others.
Jestem tu dla ciebie.
I appreciate that more than you know.
Nice. Boska rozmowa. Przelecimy ją. Jesteście bez obrazy. Przelecimy ją.
Been up there, huh? Space.
Tak serio, Andrea wydaje się być najciekawszą na razie towarzyszką, jaką spotkaliśmy. Chociaż niestety gdzieś to zasłyszałem, ale właśnie ktoś powiedział, że to jest gra o poznawaniu wszystkich możliwych rodzajów pracoholizmu. I każda kolejna osoba, którą poznajemy, to jest jakiś dziwny typ pracoholika, który po prostu jest tak wypalony kompletnie w życiu.
I take it your neighbor's new recruit?
Masz na myśli nowym szczurem?
Ah, you must not be used to pirates being so cordial. But in the heart of New Atlantis, we have to do our best to keep up appearances. I can't afford to be as rough as some of our cohorts. It's bad for business. Careful, the walls have ears. 𝘬𝘁𝗿𝗃𝗀 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that.
Z tego co wiem, to ja mogę być wszędzie, bo jestem chyba jakiś tam kurwa ważny, nie? W tym Zjednoczonych Koloniach. Zrobiłem cały wątek ich.
Good. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option.
Zresztą z motorów. Zrobimy to bez poświęcenia twojej trasy.
Do not mistake us for amateurs. We will get the job done without sacrificing your route.
I appreciate the confidence. I just want to remind you, this job calls for more discretion than your usual swashbuckling adventures. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board 𝘬𝘁𝗿𝗃𝗀, you can't come and go as you please. We'll talk more on the ship.
Okej. Kurde, czyli bez rozpierdolu mam to zrobić. Będzie ciężko. No podejrzewam, że w porcie lotniczym znajdziemy jej statek.
What? Everything good? Right here, Theo.
Zajebisty ten statek, większy od mojego.
Your orders, Captain.
Yes, what?
Zresztą tu macie.
Always looking for the next mark.
Jasne, jasne, jasne. Jezu, jakie wielkie.
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to. Good. Say nothing and let their minds fill in the gaps.
Arguably a good philosophy for more than just this mission.
I'd say so. There are times when you have to put on a show, but that's more for new clients. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it. All right, then get comfortable. We leave for 𝘬𝘁𝗿𝗃𝗀 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff.
Howdy.
Routing power to engine and grav drive. All systems go.
We'll graph drop the 𝘬𝘁𝗿𝗃𝗀 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle it.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
Hey. Yeah.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain 𝗏𝘓𝗍𝗍, cargo class ship ID UC-7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed.
Hello.
Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
Okay. Hello.
Tak będzie powtarzać? Możemy wysiadać?
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet. As long as the credits keep rolling in, life's good.
A skąd ja mam wiedzieć, jak się do góry dostać? Jezu, podróżowanie po statkach to jest masakra. Juan.
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, there should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance door. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone. I would hope not. But if they do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
Pardon.
Okej. Potrzebuję w takim razie mundur.
Yes?
Nie chciałem z tobą nic. Where is mundur wojskowy? Where do you have it? Nie ma? Jak to jest, jak się ma ADHD? Ja nie wiem, co ona powiedziała, naprawdę. Dużo informacji. Hello, guys.
Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the
Trzymaj się z dala od koszar.
We need a lot of cargo to keep a station this size running.
Tak. A ja bym jednak chciał do tych koszar, to co wtedy?
Hold up. This area is for SY.
O. Okej, nie zrobiłem. Perswaduj.
Rules are rules. Can't let you in unless you're military.
Okej.
Nobody told me. Figures, the way the chain of command's been shuffled so much.
Daj spokój.
It is just the barracks.
Wykonuję ważną misję, to później spojrzałem, okej.
It's classified too, I bet. Sometimes I feel like I can't even tell someone my own name without declassifying it first. All right, fine.
Ty, nawet się udało, nice.
Be quick about it. That goes for your friend too.
We will be quick.
Dobra, save. Nie mamy punktów.
I've heard the engineers say Dr. Vogel is an AI. I guess that's their way.
Mhm. Tutaj się może sprać, gościu, że przychodzę. Aha, muszę się włamać. Zajebiście, to nie. Cześć, guys. Poruszanie tu macie, czy coś? Nie? Drzwi. Mhm. O! Ekwipunek.
If it were up to me, the commander would have you monitor something less important, like your career.
Mundur podporucznika Akasaki. To jest dobry mundur? Nie wiem, czy to jest ten nawet. Tam coś było nie tak, nie czaję tego.
I hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Ty, no... Jakoś to idzie, nie? Opcjonalne. Informacje dotyczące 𝘴𝘃𝗶𝗹𝗹𝗀. Znajdź interkom, aby porozmawiać.
This is Captain 𝘴𝘪𝗪𝗈.
Mhm.
Good. And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another checkpoint. This far down, you might need a clearance code.
Checkpoints have not been a problem so far. There's little reason to think this one would be different.
I like the confidence. But remember, they tend to get harder the further you go. Hence, the clearance code. Try the security office. They likely have a computer there that has what you need. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once you've located your target.
Okej.
Gotta get clearance at the security station and then head on over to the archives.
Well, you better hurry. You know what they say.
Mhm.
Need your clearance code, Marine.
O. Spokojnie, guys. Wrócę do was. Hmm. Mam nadzieję, że gra zapamięta, jakie hasło mam.
Need your clearance code, Marine.
Mam kod.
All right, Ensign, let's hear it.
Kurwa, coś tam z PL chyba.
Sorry, Ensign. Code doesn't matter.
Aha.
Need your clearance code, Marine.
Mam kod.
All right, Ensign, let's hear it.
Może ten.
You're clear, Ensign Acosta.
Jej! Za pierwszy razem.
I assume the two of you
Kocham
are
tę
together?
grę.
Yes, we are together.
Then you're both clear.
Ach, te wojsko.
Test flights for the latest prototypes are ready to go.
Na 4. pokład inżynieryjny? Kurde jest. Ej, słodziaki, ja tu pierwszy raz jestem. Jak mam iść, żeby się dostać? Tędy? Cyfrych jakiś. Tu coś jest. Nie wiem co. Spróbujemy. Czy nie tędy? No ale co znalazłem, to moje, nie?
I don't know you, Ensign. You sure you have clearance?
Tak. Mam, wiesz? Mam, zresztą głupie pytanie. Jakbym nie miał, to co bym tu robił, nie? W sensie serio. La la la, la la la. To tak dużo nowych ludzi tu biega, co? O, guys. Pip, pip. Pipu, pipu. Duża winda. Nice, fajnie. Cieszy mnie to. Pipu, pipu.
You here. Cargo's almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly. You are, and I've delivered you just as the Gardo asked. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to but it looks like you'll need to find your own way. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other. As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can. You've made it this far without engaging. It was an honor to work with the trooper. Good luck if you make it out.
Super współpraca, powiem ci. O, cześć, mister.
Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising.
Aha.
Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign?
Jestem tu, żeby przeprowadzić rutynową kontrolę Spike'a, to ty prowadzisz projekt. Jestem z ochrony, przekaż mi.
The Calm Spike. But I can't just hand it to you. It's a module for a ship. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wonder.
Odszyfrowanie na takim poziomie na wiele wąskiego zastosowania. Nic dziwnego, że się interesuje.
Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure.
Nie brzmi jak gotowy produkt.
Oh, it's ready. We're long past the inference stage. Statistical models can only go so far. And now that we've corrected the prior mishaps, it's time for real flesh and blood pilots to stress test the systems. The kind unafraid to make the necessary sacrifices. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST. Do I know?
Perswaduj.
Splendid. That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious.
Jakaś wielka szkoła. Dowody są poufne.
I see. It would have been nice if they kept me in the loop. I am the project lead, after all.
Ja mam na to czas powiedziano, że to pilna sprawa.
We don't.
Kondor twierdzi, że moje dokumenty są w porządku.
Then where are... I'm
Kurwa.
sorry. Now, if you don't have any...
Spróbujmy jeszcze raz.
Do I know?
Perswaduj.
Splendid.
Wogel. Dowody są poufne. Jak wiesz, potrzebujecie pilotów. Darowanemu koniowi nie zagląda się w zęby.
I'm sorry.
Nie mam na to czasu. Powiedziano, że to... Nie. Zdaj się na instynkt. Chodzę jak pilot i nawijam jak pilot. Ergo jestem pilotem.
Ah, yes. By the transitive property, you would be what I need. And we are desperate for personnel. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past. The uniform you can get in the locker room area. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great...
Dobra.
Where jest przebieralnia? Cześć, guys.
I've heard the team is looking for more test pilots.
O, excuse me.
I'm not familiar with the new.
Newer ships are
Dobra, prowadź mnie jakoś tam.
I bet you wouldn't have too many difficulties.
Pilot?
Mhm. Zrobię save'a, żeby nie było afery.
Yes. What?
Yes?
Yes? What?
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Mhm.
Prototype ship, you are not cleared for takeoff. What's going on over there?
Unauthorized launch from engineering. All ships, secure the prototype.
All arms on. Online.
I have things for you.
You might want this.
Nice.
Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
No i mamy cię, mordo. Zadokowane, kurwa.
Docking cycle complete.
Kurwa. Ale cię nie strzaili. Może mnie złapali, bo jeszcze by mi zabrali rangę czy coś.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
Rok. Nie taki róg, kurwa. Co ja zrobiłem, to jest akcja roku po prostu.
As long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any problems.
Bulk grog is fine.
Gdzieś tam były... To jest to? To dla Snowa? To jest dobre miejsce? Chyba tak.
The fleet protects our own.
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet. I won't deny I helped. Let's hope the compensation reflects that, huh? Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike. Yeah, Although I get why you didn't give me the details. If I had known this was about the legacy, I might have asked for a bigger cut. Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself.
Whether Crix's legacy is real or not, we have a job to do, and we will see it through.
Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
Spoko.
Yeah.
Czyli ona tutaj mogłaby być wkurwiona, jakby ją sprzedał na psach. A tak jest zadowolona, że wszystko zrobiłem po cichu. Nice. A właśnie, przebrałbym się, bo...
I do not care what assurances you have been
Jestem ubrany w losowe rzeczy. Miałem to ubrane. Tu mi chyba nie zmieniło niczego. Tu również nic mi nie zmieniło. Chyba to miałem ubrane ze względu na perswazję. To bym raczej wyrzucił, żeby nie mieć dowodów na sobie. Jo. Dobra, i tu gdzieś były też jeszcze kurwa schody czy coś. Oczywiście nie pamiętam gdzie, nie wiem dlaczego. Podjudzanie. Ale w Monte Cristo.
Always a pleasure.
Aha. Pleasure.
I hope. All right, make it quick. All right.
A, tobie wszystko posprzedawałem, to co było moje. Dobra. Weapons, ammo. Sześćdziesiąt cztery, 6 naboi, szybkostrzelność 140. Jakiś legendarny, zostawię to na razie. Nie wiem, czy coś z tego będzie, no ale... Tak, sprzedałem ten, co noszę, nie?
Take your pick.
Aha.
Need more weapons or up? Oh, come see me.
Tędy chyba było jakieś przejście, co nie? Nie. Gdzieś były takie schody, kurde. Dobra, niech mi gra podpowie. Gra mi nie chce podpowiedzieć. Nice. Ale to nie tu. Banks. Nie wiem, dobra. Brak bezpośredniej drogi, no kurde.
You can get work from the boards near the Reckoner's door.
Tu były te schody, obok depot. The depot. Z każdym razem nie mogę znaleźć. Ma pelerynek superbohater? Jo, coś takiego ma. Jakąś apaszkę.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the 𝘴𝘁𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗹𝗍, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
Został wbudowany w statek, więc tak naprawdę nie było wyboru.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from 𝗀𝘓𝗍𝘀𝗧𝗏 is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comspike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right, that leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
Okej.
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost good money on that bet.
All right, let's not get carried away, neighbor. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward we all split the cash.
Dogadamy się.
No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
We have dealt with more than a few of your captains. This one should be no problem.
You did right by one. But she's almost as green as you two. Estelle is different.
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused. We are one step away from 𝘴𝑖𝑥's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
Mhm.
I have something you might be interested in.
Vigilance.
Air pressure, seals, shipment technique.
The fleet call us sharks.
The commander.
It seems you had quite the eventful mission on your hands. You still have the Crimson Fleet's trust, and you were able to spare lives in the process.
Okej. Jako że to stacja ZK, nie ranienie nikogo było jedynym słusznym wyborem.
And on behalf of the United Colonies and Commander Natara, I thank you.
Injuring or killing UC personnel would only cause more problems for us in the long run.
Excuse me, sir. I hate to interrupt, but there's still the matter of the comm spike to discuss.
Yes, of course, Lieutenant. Time is short, and we should get to the matter at hand. Please give me your report.
Jasmine Durant pracuje dla Delgado.
Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem?
Uważa, że może być kluczem. Uważa, że sieć przewodząca neonu może być kluczem.
The conduction grid?
That's brilliant, but is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
That's the case. Inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the 𝘖𝘂's embarrassing mistake. It's long overdue. All right, I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report. Good luck. And please, be careful.
No i gituwa. Questi wykonany. A tymczasem dziękuję wam bardzo serdecznie za to, że ze mną ten czas spędziliście. Do usłyszenia, siemanko. No i życzę wam miłego popołudnia, wieczoru, poranku, gdziekolwiek, kiedykolwiek to oglądacie. Cześć! Dziękuję bardzo za oglądanie mojego materiału. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało. Jeżeli wam się spodobało, pamiętajcie, żeby kliknąć kciuk w górę, zasubskrybować i kliknąć dzwoneczek. Wszystko, aby zawsze być na bieżąco. Jeżeli macie coś do napisania, napiszcie komentarz, dzięki temu będę wiedział, że jesteście, że wam się podoba i przede wszystkim, że chcecie, żeby tych materiałów pojawiało się więcej. Dodatkowo, jeżeli chcecie się wdzięczyć za to, co robię i podoba wam się moja praca, pamiętajcie, że możecie kliknąć w moją nazwę, wejdziecie do strony głównej mojego kanału, kliknąć opcję wesprzyj i za 2 zł, 10 albo 30 zostaniesz wspierającymi według waszej tutaj chęci i potrzeby oddania trochę tej dobroci w moją stronę. Dziękuję bardzo za oglądanie, trzymajcie się, do usłyszenia i życzę wam miłego. Bardzo serdecznie dziękuję wszelkim wspierającym za to, że jesteście. Dziękuję tym, którzy byliście wspierającymi i dziękuję wszystkim tym, którzy po tym właśnie filmiku zdecydowaliście się na wsparcie. Przede wszystkim to nie jest tak, że wspieracie osobę, która ma tysiące widzów. Wspieracie małą społeczność, której dzięki każdej osobie z was, każdej złotówce, którą mi przelejecie, każdym 2 złotym, które jesteście wspierającymi ptasiakami, za każdą tą jedną osobę bardzo serdecznie dziękuję i za każdą tą złotówkę dziękuję, ponieważ dzięki temu po prostu mam chęci, mam motywację i przede wszystkim mam dodatkowe finanse, które pozwalają utrzymać ten kanał i utrzymać wszystko, co się wokół niego dzieje, włącznie z kosztami prądu, kosztami kupowania nowego sprzętu, kupowania nowych gier i w ogóle całego czasu, które spędzam, czy to nagrywając, czy to streamując i czy to, jeżeli w przypadku wielu sytuacji rozmawiając i wspierając osoby, które w jakiś sposób czują się gorzej. Więc moja działalność jest bardzo szeroka i cieszę się, że doceniacie ją. Jeżeli ktoś z was czuje się gorzej i chciałby ze mną porozmawiać i ma jakieś takie problemy, możecie do mnie napisać, zagadać. Wszystko na Discordzie, a link do Discorda w opisie.